They say weddings are a celebration of love. But for Isabella Hart, weddings had always been a reminder of the love she lost. She had spent years orchestrating the perfect day for strangers, blending colors, arranging flowers, planning every last detail to make dreams come true. And yet, she couldn't make her own dreams come true. Her heart had been shattered just days ago when Ryan Mitchell, her boyfriend of 5 years, had married someone else. Not secretly, not quietly, but in front of all their friends and families. Isabella whispering to herself, voice trembling, 5 years, and I'm still standing alone. Her colleagues, her clients, even her friends saw her as a professional, composed, unstoppable. But behind the perfectly polished exterior, she was bleeding. Her next big assignment was a destination wedding in Santorin, a cliffside villa with sapphire waters below and guests flying in from around the world. Perfection was expected, but Isabella knew one thing: she couldn't face it alone. Her assistant, Maya, watched as she packed her suitcase, noticing the shadow in Isabella's eyes. Maya, you okay? You've been quiet. Isabella forcing a smile, I'll be fine, just focus on the wedding. That's all that matters now. But deep down, Isabella knew that walking into a wedding filled with love, laughter, and new beginnings would feel like salt in an open wound. She needed a solution, someone who could be her arm candy, someone who could keep the whispers away, someone who could pretend to be her fiancé. And in the chaos of packing, Liam Foster came to mind. Liam Foster was the groom's best man, a traveler, a wanderer, a man who laughed at the idea of permanence. He had spent years chasing sunsets, adventures, and experiences, but never love. The first meeting was awkward. Isabella, hesitant, holding a folder of documents. Liam, I know this is strange, but I need a favor. Liam's raising an eyebrow, amused. A favor from me? That's a first. Isabella's taking a deep breath, pretend to be my fiancé, just for this wedding, for appearances. Liam laughing, pretend. You mean I'm supposed to fall in love with you, but not actually. Isabella's rolling her eyes. No, just hold my hand, smile, and act like we're engaged. That's it. He hesitated. Liam had never played by anyone's rules, never committed to anything that required stability, and yet something about her sincerity, the tremor in her voice, made him pause. Liam smirking reluctantly, fine, but don't expect me to be perfect at pretending. And just like that, a partnership began, one built on necessity, a little deception, and a spark neither of them wanted to acknowledge. The villa was breathtaking. Whitewashed walls, blue domes, the sun kissing the horizon. Isabella felt her heart tighten, beautiful, but achingly painful. Guest a cheerful welcome! Isabella, the wedding looks amazing. Isabella, smiling professionally. Masking her anxiety, thank you. We've worked hard to make it perfect. Liam, ever casual, strolled beside her, a carefree smile on his face. But his eyes were curious, observing her, trying to understand the woman who had asked him to play this impossible role. I'm teasing. You take this way too seriously. Don't you ever relax. Isabella sighing, our relaxing isn't exactly my style. Yet under the golden light of the Santorini sunset, something unspoken passed between them. Something that neither pretense nor time could deny. Narrator days passed. Their fake engagement slowly began to feel real. Liam found himself drawn to Isabella's meticulousness, her quiet strength, her vulnerability that peeked through the cracks of her professional facade. One evening, alone on the terrace, overlooking the sea, Liam's softly, you make me think maybe I've been wrong about love all this time. Isabella's startled, looking away. Don't say that. Remember, we're pretending. Liam smiling faintly, touching her hand, maybe pretending isn't enough anymore. Every shared laugh, every accidental touch, every late night conversation drew them closer. Even Liam, who had sworn he'd never stay in one place, began to imagine a future he had never dared to dream of. But no lie can last forever. A client, noticing Isabella and Liam's growing closeness, whispered a question to the groom client, curious, "Isn't Isabella's fiancé supposed to be here?" Groom sounds confused, "I don't think so." Rumors began to swirl. Photos circulated among guests, and the carefully constructed facade started to crumble. Isabella's heart raced as she realized the consequences of their pretend engagement could ruin everything she had built. Her reputation, her career, her credibility. Isabella panicking to Liam, "We need to fix this now." Liam holding her gaze, calm but firm. "No, whatever this is might be real. Isn't it worth the risk?" Standing before hundreds of guests, Isabella's hands shook as she took a deep breath. She realized there was only one choice: to embrace the truth, no matter the consequences. Isabella's smiling, addressing the crowd, "Yes, ma'am, and I were supposed to be pretending." But over the past week, something changed. What started as a favor has become real, and I hope you'll celebrate it with us. Liam's taking her hand, voice full of emotion, I don't travel alone anymore. Not if she's coming with me." And in that moment, the borrowed vows became promises of their own making. What had begun as a lie transformed into love, stronger, purer, and far more beautiful than either had imagined. Isabella learned that heartbreak isn't the end. It's a chance to open your heart again. Liam discovered that love isn't a trap to avoid, but an adventure worth taking. They laughed, danced, and walked along the cliffside. Hands intertwined, hearts finally aligned. Sometimes love doesn't come when you expect it. Sometimes it comes disguised as a borrowed moment and teaches you that taking a risk is the only way to find a true forever. And for Isabella and Liam, the wedding they orchestrated for others became the day they found each other, and a love worth keeping forever. Borrowed vows. A story of heartbreak, risk, and the love found in the most unexpected places. If you like story, please share and subscribe for more.